and doing it well. Doing it and doing it well. Old songs, old songs. Um, so this is just going to be a random video. Just a random video of just a few things. It's been a minute since I put out a video, an actual video. My last video was business wise, but this is just going to be a video. So I don't even know where to start at, you guys. Well, New Year's Eve is tomorrow, and I usually put this out in real time, so tomorrow will probably be tomorrow, depending on who's watching this. So, but this is the end of 2013, 2014 is coming, and I'm excited. I'm expecting a lot. 2014. I started in 2013, which was my mission to start in 2014. 2013, so that when 2014 came, um, it would be awesome and great, And I've seen God open doors for things to happen, and things are just like falling into place. Like, I'm really on my grind right now. I'm really just doing my thing, and my last one of my last videos I did, my last rambling video that I did, I was saying how me and my ex, who's like my best friend, so me and my friend, we still talk now. I had to take a sabbatical. I had to take a month apart, to get me straight or whatever. But we're good now. Whatever. Um, and I said in my last video how he made a statement that I don't know if I put that in my last video actually. He made a statement that we were going at two different paces. Like, I was walking and he was running, you know, and we talked about it afterwards, and he was saying how I wasn't grinding like I was supposed to. For me, he has a son, so what I was doing was putting my dreams aside. And because I deal with children also, and I've been doing it for going on 10 years, I was going to take that road and just watch children and be a family woman or whatever, and that's not what he wanted. So I get it, so I'm okay with that. We talked about it, and I'm like, I realized that now that I was setting my dreams aside. Like, I was still doing a little hustle, and bustle with my other business, but it wasn't a passion. I wasn't finding what I wanted to do. I was just jumping from place to place to place, to where now I actually know what I want to do. I'm actually going towards, what I want to do. And I guess looking at me, looking like this, you can really rarely tell that that's something that she's want to do, or even came to her mind. Because I don't dress up very often. I don't do makeup very often. I don't do my hair very often. Jeans and a t-shirt, that's me. Or lounging clothes, pajama pants and a t-shirt is me. Big t-shirt, like, that's just what I do. So for me to want to actually do something when it's fashion oriented, it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So now I'm gonna say this now before I start again, because I'm a rambler and I say stuff and like go into stuff and then I forget where I was going, so I get stuck. I don't know why I do that, but we talked about that, and I realized that's what it is, and that's where it was. And so I have, since we've ended, I've taken my energy into doing what I need to do and getting Reva together, and that's what I've been doing, and I'm so excited for 2014 to see where it's going. Um, and now I'm getting myself together so that when I do meet him, whoever he is, I I really say never. I'm told not to, and but when it comes to dating, I never I say never. Like, there are people that I would never date again, and I'm trying to put my ex on that list. But we get lost, so well, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not gonna talk about that. But so yes, 2014 will be here in like 2 days, and then my birthday will be here, and I'll be 27 in like a week and a half, and I'm just so stoked and so excited. Like I don't think I have ever been this happy in my life. Like I don't think I have. I'm thinking I've smiled this much in my life. Like I don't think I have. But yeah, so yes, that's what it is. So my goals for 2014. Let me see. My goal for 2014 is to get Reva together and get to a high standard level of success in having my business started and businesses started, because like I said, I deal with children also. So that's something separate. And just live life. I have no children, so I really want to start traveling a lot. So, and that's what Reva wants to do. Um, yes, I do talk with myself in third person a lot. And I'm just gonna say Reva. I'm not even gonna tell you the other two names that we have. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with Reva right now. So yeah, that's my goal for 2014. I'm not gonna say resolution. That's my goal just for life. I want to take take it and put my goals in increments. I want to have by March at the latest. I want to have samples of what I'm doing, and it by then and it being out there, or even before that. But y'all guys will see. I will keep y'all posted, and hope that y'all love it. Um, yeah. Now, now that that's out of the way, first topic is pregnancy and accidentally getting pregnant. Um, I'm not gonna go into depth. Like I said, I don't have any children, but I've gone through pregnancy before, and I've had two miscarriages, and they weren't planned pregnancies. Um, but my birth control method that I was using at the time made sense to me. Um, I'm not going to explain it. Well, if you want me to explain it, I can explain it. Just let me know down below. But in this video, I'm not going to explain it. And, yeah, but I have a friend, and we had a conversation, and about taking birth control and that being something that was done, and now they're not. So for me, if you're not taking it and you're doing it, don't call me in a couple of months and say like, I'm pregnant, I want to hear that. And the response was, the only way that I would be pregnant is if it's on accident. Stop. Pause. How do you accidentally get pregnant if you stop taking your birth control pills? Does that make sense? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And knowing that if you start off a relationship not using protection, as in condoms, it's really hard to say that I'm going to use it from this point on and use precautions, and you get it. It's really hard just to do that if that's not what you have been doing regularly. Whatever. Just had to say that because I just thought that was the dumbest comment ever. Dumbest comment. But then their resolution for 2014 is to hope maybe be married and have children or have a kid by that time, sometime in 2014. So it kind of cancels out getting pregnant in an accident if that's actually something that you want to do in the next year. I don't know, but I kind of overanalyze things, and I don't know. I've talked to Reba about it, and I told Reba she needs to start overanalyzing things, but it's hard. But whatever. That's one. So two, I was talking to my friend, and we have a lot of men, women, girl, boy conversations. And that is what we had tonight. Hold on, guys. I don't know how to. Okay. I hate this because I look really, really bright. And I promise you in person, I don't look this bright. I really don't. My homegirl took a picture of us the other day, and when I tell you, I was really bright and almost like pale looking, light looking. That's really what I was. It was really sad and really crazy because I've never seen it before. Must be the lighting in the bathroom. I don't know. But no, we were talking, and he was saying how women, he was saying how girls, I try to do the difference. He was saying how because females are nurturing, because we are nurturing, we put up with a lot more than what we should. And we feel that we can change a guy from being the person that they are to something different or something better. And I was like, I beg to differ. I've never tried to really change anybody. Like, you are who you are. I just hope that you as a person see that maybe you need to change as a person. Like, I never want anybody to change because I tell them to. I want people to change because it's something that they need to change or something that they see that they need to change. Like I tell people, don't do things for me because I'm not with you 24/7. I don't have to be with you 24/7. Like, I can leave your ass and you have to be with you. So you need to make whatever changes you do for you or for yourself. Like, I don't ever remember trying to be with someone and changing them, or I can change them or not. Like, if this is who you are and that's who you are, either I deal with it until I get tired, and when I'm tired, like, I'm over it and done. But maybe it's a little underlying thing, and maybe I am trying to change them. I don't know. And I was telling him how guys are just selfish as fuck. Like, they're just selfish little creatures, and they want what they want when they want it. And if she's not what they want, they rather just drop her and go to somebody else. And we were having a conversation some days ago, or a week ago, I don't even know how long, but we had a previous conversation about, I like to use analogies to get my point across, and it might have been dumb analogies, because, but we used them, and we understood what each other was saying. And I was saying that when it comes to guys that, say that they were at a bakery, or they're somewhere, and they had a piece of cake, and like, that's the best cake that they have ever tasted, ever, and they know that that's just the best cake ever. But they see 10 other cakes, and they're pretty cakes. So even though the one that they have is the best cake ever, they want to try the 10 cakes that they see because they're beautiful cakes. So what they're going to do is tell the lady to save the cake that they have and put it aside so that they can taste the rest of these cakes to see if those cakes are the cakes that they want, or the cake that they already picked is the one that they want. Even though someone beside, people behind them want the cake that he has, he wants her to take the cake, put it aside while he tastes the other 10 cakes to see if he likes them or not. And once he decides if he likes it or not, or if he wants the original cake, which is probably the best tasting cake, or in his mind he knows is the best tasting cake, he expects her just to hold it and lose out on sales because he might want the best cake instead of the other 10 cakes, that he has to leave the best cake for to go and taste the other 10 cakes. That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just the dumbest thing I ever heard. So instead of you just getting the cake that you know is great and awesome, instead of just trying to taste the other 10 cakes, no, you got to leave that beside and put it aside. And hopefully it's not ruined by the time you finish tasting the other 10 cakes. Even though hopefully she's not dumb enough to put that cake aside for you and just go ahead and serve it to the next person in line who would appreciate it and take the cake home and cherish it and eat it because it is the best cake and he understands that. So we went off of that and we went to cars. Because, food is something women understand and cars are whatever guys understand. So I said, okay. So you're going to tell me that you have a car, your dream car, that needs some work done, but it's your dream car, the car that you want, that's your car, but it has some twerks and some tweaks to it and some things that need to be done. So instead of you sitting there working on your dream car because it's your dream car and making it the best that it could be, because it's going to be an awesome car because it's your dream car and it's going to be awesome and it's going to work, and it's your dream car. What else I gotta say? And so instead of you doing that, putting the work into that, what you're going to do is test drive all these other cars, get all these other cars that you really don't like, that you really don't want, that you know really no good, and you're going to waste your time on those while your dream car is sitting in the garage while you're just sitting there collecting dust instead of just being worked on and getting things done. He says yes. Well, while that car is sitting there and while I'm working on it, I still got to get back and forth to work. So you just want your dream car to sit there and just to wait on you. I said, so if somebody else come get the car and do all the work and make it the best, and it's that car, that's the shit. And then you gonna want the car back after they done did all the work. He says yes. And I don't know if it's just me or what, because I just feel like that's just the dumbest, the dumbest thing, the dumbest thing. All that money you done spent on them other cars, you could sat there and put it in your car that is your dream car and just got it going and call it a day. But you don't want to do that. You want somebody else to do all the work, take the car, and then you want it back. It don't work that way. I hope they never give it back at all. Hope they keep it. Don't give it back, just keep it. You would appreciate it. What you want it for? Now that somebody else want it, now you want it back? Really? Really, dude? Really doesn't understand these concepts at all. At all. So I had to, come in here and have this conversation with you before it comes into 2014. It's just crazy, the conversations and stuff that we have, and whatever, but they're so cool and so hilarious and so funny, and I get a kick out of it because not that many people that can have these conversations with. Only have a few. I can count on 5 fingers. Excuse me, guys. So, yeah, let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? What do you do when with married people. I'm not even say guys, people. I've dated a guy that was married before, um, but he was separated. His wife lived in another state than here, and yeah. So I guess that's different. Is it still wrong? Is it still right? I have this big thing that I never want to be considered a homewrecker, like ever. No one can ever say that Reva wrecked anybody's home, be it wife, girlfriend, even side piece. I don't want nobody to ever say that Reva knowingly wrecked my relationship. Um, I think I'm very generous. I'm not selfish at all. I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to try to take something that is somebody else's. But it actually really isn't somebody else's, because if it was that easy to leave, then you really wasn't there either. But to me, if you can do that to her and you made that commitment, then it's easy for you to do that to me. And I don't want to open any doors for me. If I ever get to that point or ever get married, anything like that, I don't want to open a door for somebody to come into my household and do what I did to somebody else. So I like to stay clear away from married men, or that's in other, or men that's in other relationships. Um, Plus, I don't understand the concept of being a side piece. Like, I am. We are awesome, okay? And out of all of our awesomeness, I don't see why we need to put ourselves aside and be a side piece when a man can get the whole damn pie. Like, I don't see it. I don't understand it. I want it all. I'm very generous, but I am very selfish as well. What I want is what I want, and I want it all. I don't see me sharing with anybody. I don't see me sharing with anybody. So a side piece thing ain't for me. But what do you do if here's the thing. Guys are full of shit. Okay. And we know this. Reba knows this. Um and I know y'all like, who is we? Reba knows this. And the older I get, the less that I want to deal with craziness. And the less that I will deal with craziness. I, feel like I can pick and choose what I want to deal with, and stuff like that is nothing that I want to deal with. It's stuff I'm not going to deal with. And being with a married dude or a married guy is something that I'm not going to want to deal with. And if you're a married man and you're actually a man and you're married, to me, you need to fix that situation before you try to do anything else. And especially when you're married and y'all still live together, cohabitate in the same house, there's not much that Reva can do. There's not much that Reva will do. Reva talk to you, laugh and joke, but as far as trying to stupidly get into a relationship or a special friendship, knowing that you have a wife at home that you go to every night, Reva's not going to do that at all. I remember the last guy I was talking to before my friend, we never officially dated. And I always kind of straightforward, let you know, like I used to tell him that if I find anything better, like, I'm I'm gone, you know. We just clashed in some areas and our mindsets were in two different places, but it was fun when it lasted and it was fun while it was going on. But somewhere in there I found out that he was living with a woman. When I used to go over there, I used to go, we staying out just about every day. And when I used to go over there, no one was there. It was just me and him. And then he would drop me off home. Well, he would pick up his friend's son and drop me off home. And then, go home or whatever. And at first, he said that the baby, or he started off calling the baby his son. Then he took it back and said it's his best friend's baby. I don't know. Um, well, according to her, it wasn't, and according to my friend, who is how I met him, he wasn't either. She knows his children. Yes, I said children. But sorry. But he, took it back, and then when he dropped me off one day, he was like, I would take you with me to take her, to take the baby home, but his mom might get angry and jealous, and she lived next to the sister, and she might want to try to fight you, and then the sister might come out and try to fight you, and I don't want any of that to happen. So I said, okay, well, if that's just your best friend, like, why would she want to fight me, or why would she try to fight me? Like, that's just so stupid to me, that someone wants to fight somebody and there's no relationship going on or any feelings or anything like that. Like, that's just dumb. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll go with the flow. I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm not dating you. You know, as long as Reva's life is okay and Reva's not putting herself in a situation, then it's okay. So one day, came and got me, and we at the house, and I'm sitting. He's cooking. I'm sitting on the sofa watching TV, and on the side of me, there's it's this little box, like glass thing. It's like a triangle, but it's encased in glass, but there's pictures and photos and stuff in it. And I was looking at it, and I didn't know who she was, but it was her. It was just the same person and this little boy. So I'm looking like, that's weird, the same girl. And then it was this little boy, and I'm looking at the little boy as a baby, and I said, no, shit, like, this is the boy that he has been picking up, or that we pick up, so I'm like, and then there was a picture of this guy, but the guy died, he was dead, and I think her mom. So I'm looking, so I'm like, okay. He's like, well, what is it? I was like, nothing. He was like, well, closed mouths don't get answers. I said, whatever. I'm having a good time right now, so I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to say anything, let's put it that way. I put it in the back burner. So one night we talking on the phone. I said, you know what? I said, why didn't you tell me you were living with a woman? He's like, well, I'm trying to get out of the situation. Now, in the beginning, this story was that he was living with a roommate, him and his homeboy. So after I said that, I didn't say anything, and I was like, well, how did y'all even, and well, it's my homeboy's girlfriend, it's who it is. So I was like, okay, well, where's your homeboy? Well, they broke up and he moved out. Now, this is a 2-bedroom place. There's a one adult room, bedroom or whatever. Second bedroom has bunk beds on it. So I'm like, okay, if he moved out, then where do you sleep? He says, I sleep on the sofa. So you sleep on the sofa every night? He's like, yeah. It's okay. Well, I don't fucking believe it. I don't believe it. You're not sleeping on the sofa every night. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to play me. Like, that really makes me upset. Be honest with me, because I'm honest with you. Don't do that. And especially if we've hung out in that other group before, then you're not going to tell me that you're comfortable being in a room if you've never slept in there before. You sleep in there. Don't play with me. Don't do that. So, of course, to this day, we're not going to say to this day because we don't communicate anymore. But, he stuck to the story that they were just friends. So I was like, okay. So as time gone by, I said, you know what? I feel that, well, I think that we should meet. You know, she's just cool and she's just your best friend and y'all have nothing going on, and according to you, y'all haven't had anything going on for like 10 years, then we should be able to meet and be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should be able to be cordial and actually meet and not have a problem. He said, okay, I'll ask her. So, you know, time going and time going on and time going. And I was like, look, I asked you to meet her. Well, you know, I asked her and she's not, you know, really trying to meet you. Okay, well, there's really not an option if we're going to meet or not. Like, either you make it happen or we can't even be friends because, like, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation, you know, and knowing how she is, I'm not gonna do it because, you know, after time, his phone was starting to be cut off. You know, they would argue all the time. Next thing you know, she didn't like me. I was ugly and just a bitch and just stuff. And it's like, dude, like, I don't even know this girl like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is actually going on? Like, because your friends don't get that personal, you know, if there's no feelings involved. But just because I don't have feelings for her don't mean she doesn't have feelings for me. Well, what are you doing to make her have feelings for you? Because that's not normal. I don't get upset when guys go out with their girlfriends if we're just friends. I really could care less. Even with my exes, I really could care less. Except for my last one. But he's dating someone now, so it's not a big deal with me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's your loss, not Reva's. So it is what it is. But time going on, so one day my phone was off, and I told him I could text, but I couldn't call anybody. So and I hadn't got my phone bill paid at that time because, you know, I didn't get the funds yet. So text him like, call me on a house phone. So he calls me on a house phone, and lo and behold, the phone is in her name. So what I did, what Reva always do, Reva finds people on Facebook, okay? And I'm not gonna say what Reva always do, but I'm about honesty and allow me to have the choice or make the choice to be in a situation. Don't put me in a situation that I didn't ask to be in, because people these days are crazy and I'm not going to be the one fighting anybody. I'm just not going to do it. So what I did was I messaged her and I was like, you know, I don't know if you know who I am, but I know who you are. You know, Jesse's telling me that y'all are cool and y'all just friends and nothing's going on. You know, but I've been asking to meet you and you will allow me to. And he's saying that you don't want to, so I want to know the extent of your relationship. Why did we do that? I don't know, but you know, it started off okay. She was like, we're together and we're supposed to be having a baby, we're supposed to be getting married and all this type of stuff. So I was like, I think it'd be cool if we would talk on the phone, and not do this through Facebook. Because for me, woman to woman, we should be able to talk over the phone, point blank and period. I don't want to do that because he is my best friend and I don't think we should talk anymore. Okay, well, if you're taking that route, and first you said he's your boyfriend, and now he's your man, and I mean, now he's your best friend, then maybe he was right, and y'all are not together, and you are crazy. Maybe. So I do apologize for bothering you, and don't worry, I won't do it again. So I get a message back, well, you go by what he say, but I go by actions. He comes home to me every night. So Maria came out and Maria said, you know what? Really tried to do it nicely and it just didn't work. So I'm going to take this over. So Maria messaged her back and said, okay, if it goes by actions, then I'd have to go by the fact that I see him every day. Like, when I say every day, before he started actually having a real job working, because he was doing some other stuff, which I'll never do that again, but whatever. Reva would see him, we would see him every day, and we hung out every day. Every day we would go out, we would chill, we'd eat, we'd hang out, then we'd pick up the baby, he'd drop me off, and then he'd go home. So basically, he just lives there. You know what I'm saying? He goes to you every night because he has to. He has no place to go. But action wise, I mean, I'm the one that is being taken out and hung out places. Plus, I see the messages between both of y'all. Like, stop. 00784. How would you like it if I lay you down? Would you like it if I was to fix you down? I love old songs, yo. I love old songs. Hey, your body feel me like a glove. My body all over your body, girl. I'm not a dancer either. I have too much body to be doing stuff like that. Anyways, so I'm like, so if that means if I gotta go by actions, then actions meaning that he's great and he's fine. Even though we never dated, but Maria can be a bitch when she wants to. Like, don't put Maria to that point to where she is just like, whatever, because it ain't always pretty. So she's like, well, I'm the one that he takes around the family, but trust, boo, you'll never get to that point. I said, well, I met his mom, which I did. I went to a job and met her. Like, he took me to meet his mom and friends and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So from then on, we just had this hate relationship. Well, this hate whatever relationships, put it that way, because I didn't hate the girl because I didn't know her like that. I just didn't pay her no attention, nor did I have any respect for her, because I feel like, and I think at that time, with this whole game, it kind of lured, myself as well. So I'm not gonna just talk about her, but to normally know that this dude is fucking around and you're okay with that, then something's wrong. For you to claim that this relationship is yours and y'all are supposed to be getting married and having a baby and all this stuff and getting a house, but then you're going to tell me also that he's talking to other women outside of me, then something's wrong. That's not normal, and that shouldn't be something that you want to keep forever. But whatever. So we went on and got, back and forth, and he got mad. Well, I told you that I was going to handle it, and now she doesn't ever want to meet you. Well, shit, I don't want to meet the bitch now either. Like, I really, at this point, don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't want to meet her. She can go do whatever. Like, I don't care. So time went by a little bit. So she decided to call me finally, taking a shower, and phone rung, and I saw the number. I was like, well, whoever it is, I'll leave a message if need be. Then, as I was coming out, the phone rung again. It was private, so I answered it. Which is why now I don't even answer private numbers. So I answered it, and it was her. And we talked. And, she was telling me again how it was supposed to be, excuse me, having a baby and getting married and all this stuff. And, he loves her and she loves him. And, they're supposed to be going out of town together and going to Savannah and all this stuff. So I'm like, you know what? So after having that conversation with her, I called them and told them to call me back as soon as possible, like ASAP. I'm fucking playing no games. So we talked and stuff, and during that conversation, she tried to make it seem like my friend that introduced us together knew who she was and met her. So my friend ain't got no damn sense either. Like, neither one of us got any damn sense at all. But she has been diagnosed. So I called her and let her know what's going on or whatever. Well, I called her up a message and she called me back. I left part of our conversation on her answer machine and she called me back. And he was like, I don't know what's going on. This is not true or anything like that. So I said, okay, here's the deal. Me and Boo's coming to get me, and we're coming over to your house. And we're all going to sit down and just talk. I'm whooping her ass one. Whatever. We ain't got no sense. So time come, he was like, well, all right, well, I'll let her know. So I'm getting dressed. Boo was coming to get me. So on her way to me, I was getting dressed and putting on my makeup and stuff. And I get a call from her. And I told her, don't call me anymore. You know, if you have anything to say, just go through him. And I said the same thing to him. Tell her not to call me anymore. She needs anything or anything to say, you tell me. So I'm getting dressed and the phone rings and she's calling me. So I'm like, she's like, well, I'm tired and I don't want anybody coming to my house. So I said, well, why are you calling me? I asked you not to call me and I told Jesse to have you not call me. So why are you calling me? Well, he told me to call you and tell you myself. So, okay, don't call me again. And I'm coming to your house anyway. Like, it really, it is what it is. So, I called this bum and I said, why did you have her call me? I told you not to have her call me ever again in this lifetime. Like, why would you do that? Well, I didn't tell you that because she didn't want y'all to come. I said, okay. I said, we coming anyway. So, Boo came. We on our way there. He ended up calling Boo. And we were talking on the speakerphone and stuff like that. And she's like, I just don't want y'all to come, And Boo was like, look, I'm coming by because you're trying to make it seem like, I knew you, I know you, I knew what was going on between y'all. And I've never met you like that a day in my life. I've seen you in a car, but I've never met you a day in my life. So we're going to sit down and have a discussion about all this stuff. So she got me, she's like, well, I lied. What do you mean you lied? I lied about what? I lied about everything. I said, you lied about you all getting together? I said, you know what? Tell her that if I ever see her, I'm going to punch her dead in her face. Like, I'm going to punch her dead in her face. Now, personally, do I believe she lied? No. Do I think she's one of those dumb heifers that would do whatever he tells her to do to make him happy? Yes, that is her completely. But whatever, it is what it is. So we didn't go. We drove past the house. We didn't go. Which y'all know because I'm here now and I'm not in jail. And so I just don't have time for trying to be the side piece or even being the main person and knowing that they have a side piece. That's just, not me. And we've gotten to it a couple more times. I used to drive his car. I would drop him off to work and use the car. And one day he dropped me off at my mother's house and she calls me because she's looking for the car. Lo and behold, the car is in her name too. This dumb bitch, I just don't have time. The car is in her name too. So she calls me and she's like, well, where's my car? I said, he has it. Well, he just told me that you have it. Well, sweetheart, I don't have your car. I don't understand why you're calling me, but I don't have your car. Well, he told me that you have it. Well, I need you to call him back because he's lying to you. I don't have it. I don't have it. Okay, well, I'm calling. They say it's stolen and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's fine because I don't have it. So it really doesn't matter to me what y'all got going on like that. So he ended up coming to get me that night. And we just talking and I'm like, this is just crazy. I messaged her afterwards because I had a parent that was in the house. I had things to do. And I messaged her, I asked you to please stop calling me. This is just not even cute anymore. Stop contacting me. Like, I don't want to ever talk to you again. Like, just let it go. She started messaging me back, talking mad stuff about me or whatever. So I went to him, like, when he came and got me, I don't understand. I don't know how she knows anything about me. I don't know what type of pillow talk y'all are having about me. But what I don't do is appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you talk to me about her, I know you do the same with me. I don't appreciate it. I need her to stay in her lane and stay out of my life because I'm just not that one. We really angry. We don't play. And Maria is someone that you really just really don't want to be bothered with. And I don't want to be bothered. So, we going back and forth, and she's just digging, you're ugly. And it's like, well, is that the only thing that you can say about me? Is that I'm ugly? Is that the only comeback that you have? Is that all that you can say? Because at the end of the day, with me being ugly, evidently your beauty isn't what's keeping him or what makes him want to be with you, because he's with the ugly girl. So what is the problem? Why are you mad? Why are you angry? You know? And then she said that they were supposed to actually go out of town in Savannah. I forgot that we were actually supposed to go. And we actually did go. We went to Savannah one weekend. So, she was going on and on and on about how he's hers and I'm just nobody and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, evident the ugly girl is what he wants. And at the end of the day, if I don't have anything and I'm not anybody or nothing, but we're going out and we're hanging out and we're being taken, and I'm pretty much getting what I need at the time or at the moment and very much being taken care of, then that means that, and if you're taking care of him, because he's not helping you pay any bills like that, he helps when needed be if it's something in a dire need, but he's not helping you pay half the rent or light bill or anything like that. You're doing all the work. You're doing all of that. He's driving your car, so I'm driving your car. You know what I'm saying? You're paying his phone bill for him to have conversations and talk to me. You're allowing him to keep his money and not help you contribute to the bill so that we can hang out and go out, So thank you, because in actuality, it is you that have been taking care of me. So what I want to do is take a moment out and say thank you for all that you are doing for Reva, because she greatly appreciates it, very, very much appreciates it. I don't know what I would do without you at this point in time, because you have done a hell of a job of taking care of Reva and doing what Reva needs to be done. And how was your trip to Savannah? I hope it was great. Take care of yourself. That was the last time we talked. She ended up sad, but she did message him. It was like, so you took this bitch to Savannah? I understand why you like this ugly baby, blah, blah, blah. Look, dude, that's something that you have to deal with. But after a while, it wasn't funny anymore. It was really irritating. And it's really just like, I don't have time, because if that's something that she could deal with and take, then she's not all the way there insane. And I really don't want to deal with that. I'm too old to be fighting. I'm too old to be arguing. I'm too wonderful and awesome to be going to jail or prison for hurting or trying to kill somebody's child because she has stepped into Reva's world. So what I'm going to do is remove myself from the situation. Let's call it a day. And that was the end of our relationship, or our friendship. Relationship still, friendship and stuff, all the relationships. That was the end of that. And it was a mess. It was a mess. And then I was single for a while, and then I dated my best friend in the whole wide world. And that's just another story, a saga that is really crazy and interesting and a mess. But whatever. There's a meeting in my bedroom. So girl, please don't be late. Bedroom, bedroom. Please don't make me wait. There's a meeting in my bedroom. Looking at my Rolex, girl, I can see it's almost time. Time for me to get off. But yeah, those are the things. So what I'm going to do is I'm leaving 2013 and 2013, and the people that don't need to go with me is going to stay in 2013. And the people that are going with me, hopefully they're great enough to stay in 2014, the whole year, and in 2015. And if not, just cut your ass off and it's time to just move on with life. And that goes for anybody. Whatever. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I really enjoy talking to y'all. We really enjoy talking to y'all. We have a grand old time. Yeah. Please like, subscribe. I put out videos whenever the hell I feel like it, which is sometimes often and sometimes not often. It just depends on how we feel when we want to make it. So of course I can't make any promises. Yeah, but stay tuned to what we're going to do in 2014, which means we're going to have some giveaways and we're going to be on it. We're really going to be on it. So yeah, thank you guys once again for watching. Love you guys tons and tons and tons and tons, and hope everybody have a great New Year's Eve and great New Year's. Be safe. Do not drink and drive. Do not overly drink. Make rational decisions. Make sure you make it into 2014. Hope that you be blessed and prosperous, and hope that you're reaching for the black hole that's somewhere out there in the galaxy, because it's probably really unreachable. So hope that you just reach for that, which means you'll hit a star or reach a star or something, which is awesome and great because it's still past the ceiling. Yes, I am. We're crazy. We are. We really are. But yes, once again, for the last time, thanks for watching. Hope that you do subscribe, like, dislike, leave a comment, and become one of my honeys. And we can just talk a lot. Well, not a lot, because I'm going to be busy in 2014, but we can just talk. But yeah, and let me say this before I go. So maybe I'm not going to do it the last time I said it, but let me say this before I go. The people that watched my last video, that outfit that I have on, I don't wear stuff like that out. You know, not saying that I have image problems and I feel like, oh, I'm unattractive, because I am hot and I am bad. I get it. I know it. But I have too much body to walk around like that right now. You know, I might do it one day. I don't know. But I do. I have too much going on that I don't want to have to punch people in the face because they don't know how to keep their mouth to themselves and their hands to themselves. So to not have myself getting any type of trouble or jail or prison or anything like that, or with a record, and to still be out here and having a great, wonderful life, I don't dress in things like that because people are rude. And my body's my body, and I don't feel like you need to put your hand on my body. Now, with Try Stuff, I want to show you what it looks like, you know, but at this current time, I'm not going to walk out like that. It's not going to do it. But yes, had to put that side note in there for some people like, I don't know what that is she had in the last video. Does she walk out like that? Yeah. Plus, my stomach isn't flat enough for that at all either. I know it. Don't need nobody to tell me. It is okay. Or whatever. Anyways, once again, y'all have a great, great, great New Year's. Hope y'all be blessed and prosperous. And just take care. Talk to y'all beautiful people later. Bye.